Alright guys, how you doing? Happy Wednesday. Today we're going to be drawing Olaf from Frozen. Now, because he is such a cool, no pun intended, fun, energetic character, we're going to make sure that he has a lot of energy in his picture today. We're going to start by first creating a horizon line. A horizon line is a line that goes across our top of our paper, and it lets us know where the sky is and where the ground is. This is really helpful to us because it gives us a lot of room to create a cool picture. A little bit below the horizon line, we're going to start by creating Olaf's head. Olaf's head, we're going to start with a circle. And I'm going to be very sketchy and soft with it, because sketchy and soft is how we always start our pictures. We're not making anything too permanent. We're just starting out our lines. After that, I'm going to pull down on each side, turning that shape kind of into a triangle with a rounded top. I want to keep it kind of even. You can make a line across to make sure it's kind of even if you want to. Now, this circle here will be where his eyes are going to be located, and the very bottom is going to be where his nose is going to be located. This is the top of the head. To make the bottom of the head, we're going to make another triangle shape, but it's going to be upside down. And it's going to be about 2 times as big as this one. So if I measure this with my pinching fingers, I take that here, 1, about 2, down. That's about how big this diamond is going to be. So I'm going to be, or this triangle is going to be, it's going to make a diamond. So I'm going to pull down, I'm going to round here, because those are going to actually be my cheeks. From there, I'm going to pull down, round, pull down to that chin line. Okay? This area will end up becoming the chin or the bottom of the head. So upper head, lower face, or upper face, lower face, we can call it. Under that, we're going to make the rest of his snow body. First, we're going to create a pretty small size circle. And it's going to be almost directly under. It's going to overlap the head. Okay. After that, we're going to make another circle, but instead of making it right under, we're going to put it off to the side at an angle. So we think about angling off to the side. We're going to put this circle off to the side at an angle. And it's going to be almost twice as big as the one on top of it. Okay? So as we sketch today, and as we pull our shapes out today, I want you guys to think about building your snowman with your pencil, where you kind of soften things out and you kind of make the shapes as round as you want them to be. It's not done the first time perfectly, just build over time. Now, because he's at a weird angle, he's going to need some balance. As you can see, it looks like the picture's about to topple over. How do we give this picture balance? Well, one way we can do it is by adding a foot for him to stand on. And that foot is going to be directly under in order to give balance to our character. So we can see that his weight is probably laying on this foot. This is what he's touching the ground with. His other foot, because he's going to be kind of in the air dancing, is going to be to the side. So sort of facing that way. And I kind of start with a square shape, but I'm rounding the edges, making them very round, very soft. Olaf should be a very soft character. There shouldn't be that many hard edges on him at all. Okay? After that, I am then going to start working on creating my arms. So the arms are going to be our first non-snowball thing. There's going to be some lines. I'm going to go start at the side of the body and go straight up, kind of curve it. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to start at the side of the body. I'm going to go straight up. Okay? He has some branch fingers, so I'll use the middle part as the main finger, and then I'll make a couple off to the side, There's no right way or wrong way to do this. Just make it look organic, which means it can be curvy, it doesn't have to be straight on. It should look like it just fell off of a tree. Okay? Now we're going to go back and we're going to start filling in Olaf's face. So remember earlier I told you that this circle up here is where his nose and eyes are going to start. So first we're going to start by putting his nose. We're going to put it right in the middle bottom of this circle. We're going to draw the top of it very rounded, like we're making the top of an oval. But then we're going to make the bottom pointy. So we're going to get to a point at the bottom of it. Okay? And that is going to symbolize our carrot nose. After that, we're going to make our eyes. Now our eyes are going to be behind their nose, so we're going to start behind the nose and create a circle going one way. Now I'm going to start behind the nose, create a circle going the other way. Now some of my guidelines are still here, like that original circle we started, so I'm going to erase that to make it easier to see what I'm doing, and to kind of start bringing his face together. Now it's time to add that winning smile that Olaf has, and we're going to do that by starting at one side of his mouth, over one corner of his cheek, and we're going to go to the other corner of the cheek and create a smile. And a smile line just kind of starts at the top, goes down, and comes back up. And because he has such a big smile that goes all the way down his face, we're going to make a chin line down here, and I'm going to actually use the top of that circle that's already here. I'm going to have to erase part of it because it's under his head, but I'll use a part of it to kind of help me out as a guideline. And I'm going to pull the sides of my mouth down to that line. That was a nice little way it worked out there. Okay? So, Olaf has some nice big snow teeth. We're going to start kind of like the outside of where his eye is on both sides and come down. Then we're going to come across to make his big snow teeth. And we're going to add some more circles to make the middle of his eyes and the buttons on his body. So we're going to add some circles for the middle of his eyes. And then he has one button on his top body and two buttons on his bottom body. We're going to now put some branches off the top of his head. One straight up, one to one side, and one to the other side. And last but not least, we're going to add a little bit more expression by giving him some eyebrows. His eyebrows are going to be about the same size as the top of his eye. Now let's go ahead and ink this and hopefully give you guys a better view of the picture as it comes together. So, we talk about when we ink. Ink is going over with pen. That it is tracing, but we can always add more character. We can always round lines more. We can keep certain lines, make them straighter. Doesn't have to look exactly like it looked under. I'm adding a little bit of wobbliness to my snowballs there so that they seem like they're packed snowballs. Not keeping them perfectly round. I'm going to trace my feet. I'm going to add some lines at the end of my mouth there. Some smile lines. Then trace in my smile. Boom. I'm going to trace in my nose, and then my eyes, and my eyebrows, and my twig hair here. I'm going to make a little bit more details on top there. And now, for my arms, where I only had one stick going out, I'm going to kind of create another one side by side to thicken it out a little bit. This gives me something to color in. This gives him a little bit more mass to him. And it's kind of like I'm tracing an outline around the stick pieces I put up top. So I trace that original line, add another line to it. Then I'm just going to trace around the fingers I made up top. He's looking pretty good. Now let's go ahead and color in his eyeballs. And his buttons. 1, 2, 3. I see a happy Olaf coming along. Now, let's go ahead and take our eraser, and all of our lines we don't want, we're just going to let them go and erase them. Leaving our inked outline and our finish lines. Now, after you erase, you might find sometimes you have a couple lines that might need to be touched up. I noticed right away in Olaf's face, there should be some overlap in some of these eyes and finishing it up. I like his neck being kind of open down there. That's okay. There. Now, we have a lot of room for background. So I'm going to remind you guys that yesterday, when we put our horizon line up here, that means that anything in the back of the paper closer to that far away point can be very small. Anything closer can be bigger. Yesterday we created a road for Sonic to run down behind a picture. Today I'm going to take a line and I'm going to wave it. I'm going to start out in the background. I'm going to say, "Oh, excuse me, Olaf." I'm going to come from behind and around him. I'm going to wave it nice and fun around this way. Now, this is going to give us a little break between the ground. So, is he in the frozen water? Is he about to ice skate? Is he heading to the beach? What is your picture going to be about? I'm going to have him ice skating on mine. So I'm going to add a little skate on his foot here. And because his foot is facing forward here, I'm just going to put a little line to show there's a skate there. So he's going to be out here ice skating. Here in the background, to show a little bit of depth, I'm going to put a really small tree because it's very, very, very far away. I'm just creating a triangle, not a lot of detail. And a little bit closer behind him, I'm going to make a bigger tree. And because it's bigger, it will still be a triangle, but I'm going to add some more details. So I'm going to add some detail lines because I can see more of it because it's closer. So my Olaf is about to go ice skating. What's your Olaf going to be doing? You can add some orange to his nose. Create your carrot. You can add some color in your background. But now it's up to you. I'm so excited to see what you guys do with Olaf. Make sure you remember, once you guys get done drawing and coloring, to sign your work. I hope you guys had fun with this drawing today, and I can't wait to see how your picture turns out. See you soon.